Yeah, no. And I also want to bring up another point when you're saying, hey, your mentor said, hey, how much you want to make? And I bring it up because at the time, this is what, 12 years ago, I think. I had a mentor at the time. And this was the first time, like in the black community, people don't really talk about money.
Yep.
So he was like, how much money you want to make? And at that time, I never thought about it. And after that conversation, I always started to get very specific on whatever money I want to make from a certain job or whatever I'm doing outside of work, like what I want to make. And then, sure enough, those opportunities start coming around, and that's literally the law of attraction.
Yep, you got it.
So a lot of people don't even realize that. The same way, like I tell a funny story all the time about a client I had. What was that? Was it last year? He was either last year or in 2024. When he came to me, he was like, "Man, I'm only getting hit up by the $40,000 and $50,000 jobs." I was like, "Well, that's all you applying to." Like, I can show you the text messages. And he was like, "Man, when you first told me that, I didn't think nothing of it. But as I, think over this year that I've been in this other role, he was like, you're right." So literally after that, he applied for whatever role. I think he paid like $90K.
Wow.
And then we got him a role that makes $125,000.
Wow.
And so it was like,
Wow.
yeah, like
40,
a lot of
50.
times, because people, one of the things, the guesswork is, man, I'm not getting no hits. I don't know how to find a job.
Yep.
I like people don't job search the right way.
Yep.
And yeah, I was like, yeah, your skills are worth more than what you know, but you just don't know how to use them or leverage them
Yep.
to even showcase what you know how to do.
Mm.
And that's a thing that people just struggle with a lot. It's just even that. Or take it a step further, when you said, hey, your life changed when you made $135,000. Yep. I just said the same thing recently because it was like, okay, cool, I make this and I make that. But then once like you take like another big salary jump or whatever it is, you're like, wait, it's more money out there?
Yeah.
And I'm not even in investment banking.
It's crazy.
You get this type of bonus. Like, and then so that's when people's minds start opening up and then your beliefs, they stop being limited.
Wow.
And then you start being around other like-minded people. And those are the people that start helping you progress more in your career. So it's one of those things where you very well may be a person that's on your ascension right now, and you're not going to take everybody that you currently talk to with you because they're not meant to come. They can't come.
Yep.
Where they're at in their mind will not allow them to be beneficial to you for the journey.
I'll say I went to InvestFest 2020. I think it was 2023. I went 2024. I can't remember which one, but Tyler Perry said this. He said, he was speaking there, and he said, your circle right now, most of the people in your circle, or some of them, like, it's okay to leave them where they're at. Because if you try to force them to level up with you, they might suffocate. So he was kind of speaking in terms of like, if you're in a plane or you're like increasing altitude, like they're not capable of handling that level of air. They're just not ready.
Yeah.
And so you have to leave your circle and go by yourself, and you'll meet another circle, people with the same mindset and it has the same goals that you want. And then there's going to be another level, and you have to leave that circle again. And I was like, dang. And it helped me kind of let go, because I'm the type of person that's just like, if you're in my circle, like, we going together. Like, let's do this. And that kind of slowed me down. I learned that the hard way. And it's not fair for me to force them to do something they don't want to do, because they're just not there yet. And what I realized, so that was one thing that helped me. And then also, you touched on this, but I want to make sure the audience hears it in a different way. But it's skill set and mindset. Like, you touched on, like, when you got a salary jump, you're like, oh, there's more money. Like, that's like a mindset jump too as well, like having that awareness. And then being around other people that have that similar mindset, because let's just say they're making $300K or $500K, and that's like normal to them, and they're going for $1 million. Right, my mentor that I just invested in, he made $1.8 million in 6 hours day trading. And so for me, it's like, oh, that's crazy. But for him, he's just like, that's like, and it's like, that's another mindset thing, like skill set, how to actually do it. But then the mindset of like, that's normal, or that's my baseline. And so even in my program, I let them know, a lot of people say, oh, $1,000 in your emergency fund, right, for savings. That's like typically what you hear for financial advice. I said, no, not as a 1%er. It's $100,000. right? It's not making six figures. The baseline, the goal isn't 500K. The baseline minimum, what's acceptable, is $500,000 in terms of the mindset, but then also the skill set of how to actually do it. But you need both skill set and mindset. And so that's something that dramatically changed my life and how I approached hitting my goals. And so it's not just learning how to do it, but that mindset is like 95% of like everything.
Perfect, man.